what are actually the big questions that we tried to understand in this case? Just to anticipate, for example, does changing the UI changes how people actually consume data? Is the same content performing better on a different device, on a different UI? That's one of the questions. Can we, for example, use machine learning, which everyone now is trying to do, machine learning for everything? Can we actually use it for something useful, such as understanding which users might like a personalized experience and which users might not like? Or, for example, understanding the order of carousels. Is that relevant for the effectiveness of content? So we listed out these 5 questions. And let's look at the first one. Some of these are things that you might already have an answer for. And you might have read around, or you might just word of mouth or cargo cult. You might, yes, that's how we know it is. So what we set as a goal for this study was, let's understand if what everyone is doing, what everyone thinks, is actually what's happening out of real data that we collect on an existing live system. The first one is an easy question that everyone probably has an answer for. Is users' behavior different on different devices? Now, I don't want, OK, all right, we'll take a look. We'll get there, but I would like you to take a second and think about what you would answer on this one. We'll go through the questions, and then we'll see the details and the data behind each question. The second one is, does time of the day matter? And before you think of the answer, we're talking about OTT apps. Content is always available at any point in time. Time does not matter. Content is always there. It's not like it's 9 p.m. Thursday, and you know they're going to watch Shonda Rhimes content on ABC because it's Thursday night, 9 p.m. That's what my wife makes me watch every Thursday night. So it's not like it's time-bound. So it's an OTT app. All content is always available. So does time of the day really matter? Think about it. We'll take a look at the data. Are position and content consumption related? So as you can see here, for example, in a traditional grid-like UI, which is a simplified view of how a UI is actually made, it works. Positioning, horizontal or vertical, has a factor. So what is the factor? So we took a look at analyzing the data, what comes out of the data in terms of consumption. The next question, now we do work in the personalization space, recommendations. So we always want to make sure that there is some recommended content, that there's some machine learning acting behind the scenes. And whatever happens, every time we work with our partners, we have the team editors that when we enter the room, they look at us, oh, here comes who's going to steal our job. Well, that's not really what we want to do. What we really want to do is to make sure that we use the right techniques and we use the editorial ingenuity to actually make the content shine and make the content available to everyone. So one of the questions was, how does a user perceive personalization? Should we truly push so much to use the best algorithm in the world? Or what's recent is just going to do the cut? Or what's popular, it's just going to be enough? So what we did is we tested a lot of those and came out with some interesting information there. Last question, the hero banner. How many of you are using a hero banner? And how many of you are like, oh, we have to have a hero banner. Unless we have a hero banner, we're not going to make it. So we tested the assumption that the hero banner is the best way to showcase content. That's a strong assumption. So we put it to test to make sure that the fact that a hero banner takes an enormous amount of space in UI is actually justified, because it does.